He's a fearless warrior when it comes to this football thing, and he's going to make sure that he comes back stronger than ever. And hopefully the Chiefs can get him back as soon as possible. I know right now it's kind of right around that week 1 or the beginning of the season next year. So I know he's going to be doing everything he can to get back out on that field for the Chiefs as soon as possible, man.
You notice how he didn't say we?
We. Yeah.
You notice how he said the Chiefs. That is Travis Kelce, a fiance of Taylor Swift, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. On Patrick Mahomes' recovery and what he foresees the future being like. It's actually quite surprising that he would say the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And this guy, maybe there's a little bit of marketing in there. He knows this was going to garner a reaction. But in a losing season, when you're aging, you're not performing the way you should be performing, this is maybe not the headline you should be dropping out there in the world.
His give a fuck meter is just gone.
Yeah, it's all over. At least he's going to get married. All right, let's start the intro.
You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
You know what? I'm gonna let the intro. Never mind. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna let the intro play, but it did not work. Okay. Well, anyways, we're back. We're back with another episode. How you doing, fellas? What's
Fucking
going on?
great.
Good.
If you guys are new here, this is the Red Zone Blitz. I am your host, G. I'm joined by
Brandon, what's up? What's up?
KK, what's up?
And I'm Matthew. What's up, everybody?
and we talk all things NFL, college football, jail inmate letters, love confessions for KK, all of your favorite.
The multiple love confessions for KK.
We do it all.
We do it all here. We do it all in the episode. If you aren't following us on any social media right now, what the hell are you doing? Red Zone Blitz Pod, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Give us a follow. Red Zone Blitz Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to be a part of the podcast, write in. We will gladly take your submissions and react to them. We've got some of those submissions today, actually, so I'm very excited to share some of those. We don't have any inmate letters, unfortunately, for all you degenerate fucks that want to listen to the people behind bars yell at us and yell at Matthew. You won't be doing that today.
They probably all got pissed through hands and got their privileges taken away.
They got PP whacked, I think, down there in the establishments in the US. Should we dive right into it, fellas?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
All right, let's start off with the opening drive.
The opening drive.
All right, we have the Los Angeles Rams going into Seattle Thursday night for the division, for the conference, probably, I think. It's a crucial NFC West matchup with playoff positioning on the line. Both teams are fighting to prove they belong in the contender tier rather than the dangerous but flawed group. Are the Rams or the Seahawks, either team, actual Super Bowl threats, or is this just a battle between two good teams pretending to be great?
Well, when you're looking at the NFC, I think they've got to be. I mean, you can also include the 49ers right behind them. But if you look at the rest of the conference, I mean, the Bucks, the Panthers, Bears, maybe. Packers are a little, without Micah.
The
Lions are holding on.
You're leading into my next question,
Eagles,
which is what does this say about the conference? But yes, the conference in the NFC is not
pretty
looking
down. I think in the NFC, it's a pretty down. Like I said, you've got the three best teams are in the same division.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets about the 49ers in the division.
A 49ers team that has they've paid a lot of money to a lot of players that have not played this year. You look at their top 5 cap hits on their team. I think they've only played 3 games this year. So
Christian McCaffrey, what the fuck? The guy that always get injured is the one that's been healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 2 weeks of fantasy football relevancy left, can he hold on?
He has to.
Yeah, going back to the Los Angeles Rams Seahawks game, I think the Rams are starting to get they're starting to get a little bit more hype in the mainstream. They're starting to build a brand. They're starting to get their fans are starting to develop. Like, I know that they won a Super Bowl and it was great and it was lovely and all the power to them and go. Great stuff. But I think now, after having years of hey, folks, if you want to build a brand or you want to build your sports team in a market, how can you do that? It's honestly by having continued success. People love winners. Look at Vegas and hockey. They're always in it each year. They won a cup. Like, that has built their brand. So I think the Los Angeles Rams have the hype train is loaded up. People in LA are pumped about them. Now they're going into Seattle, which, for the love of God, Seahawks fans, do not sell your tickets to Rams fans. I don't like. I would be, if I'm a Canadian Seahawks fan and I know we're not going to get into the whole fucking saga, which is the borders and all this other stuff and traveling to the US. If you're a Canadian, go down to the fucking game. I think this is the game you go down to. You sold your tickets for all the other ones. You've proven a point. Boo-hoo, you win, they lose. Now go support your team. Because the one thing Seattle always has, the 12th man. It's looking a lot like the 11 and a half man lately. Like, it's not as loud
it's
and
not
boisterous.
as intimidating as it has been.
Yeah, I don't think it matters anymore. No one's scared to go there. I don't
big
think
words.
the Rams are.
Oh, big words.
They're not. I think the Rams.
Oh.
I think if you look at this LA Rams team, I think the LA Rams are the best team right now in football. And I'm sorry to say, I think the Seattle Seahawks are fraudulent.
Oh.
I think because I don't think Sam Darnold is proven yet. I think Coach McDaniel, he's a young coach, but Sam Darnold doesn't really show up in these primetime games.
This is it.
Did he take the Vikings to the playoffs last year?
He did. And what did he do?
Happened?
And what did he do? He threw like 4 interceptions. He got sacked like 9 times. He couldn't get anything going on offense.
He made the playoffs.
Yeah, but what do you do in the playoffs? He didn't do anything in the playoffs.
You can't say that as a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
He is the perfect Steelers quarterback. You guys should have gone after Sam Darnold because he makes the playoffs, and then after that, who cares? We're in.
Yeah, we only want our quarterbacks seeing ghosts when they do drugs, though.
Wow.
That guy sees ghosts without doing
Wait,
any
what?
drugs.
Is there a story I'm missing about Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks doing drugs and seeing ghosts?
This dark retreat and fucking the
Rogers.
ayahuasca or whatever.
I don't know. Are we calling ayahuasca drugs?
I don't know. Doesn't he hallucinate on the shit?
I don't know. You seem like the most close out of this podcast. If
I
there's a
played the
person that
fucking
if there's
fifth, man.
if there's a person on this podcast that's gonna try ayahuasca in his lifetime, it's you.
Yeah.
So as the resident drug expert on the podcast,
Hey.
Just got you a Josh Gordon jersey.
but okay, yes, Aaron Rodgers did drugs and
No, anyway.
yeah. Okay, I'm getting it. So, all right.
I think the Seahawks are good on defense, and JSN is amazing, but they don't really have a proven run game. And I think when it comes to these big games in prime time, Sam Darnold doesn't really show up. And I'm just looking at like the wins they've had this year and the losses, and they're not really going up against crazy big dog teams. You got the Jags and the Texans that they beat back to back, but they lost to the Bucs. They lost to the Rams already.
That was a close game, though.
That was
It
close.
was a close game.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not to make this about me, but making it about me. I've got JSN and Sam Darnold on my fantasy football team. We're in the semifinals. This is a big week for us. So in the spirit of this, I spent last night 8.5 hours watching Seattle Seahawks film. I started at about 6 o'clock, and I took a break, and then I woke up this morning, and I watched some more. And you know what I've come to the realization of? They love to do when you have someone that's stubborn, that it's like, you know what, I can fit there, or like I can fit it. Like I think of him as my dog. Like my dog is not a small dog, but sometimes he thinks he's a small dog and he can fit through certain holes. And what happens is he gets stuck. And then when he gets stuck, he starts crying. And when he starts whimpering and crying, I have to go and get him through the proper, get him out and then, tell him, like, this is a really fucked thing for you to be doing. My dog does that once, and he learns not to go through the small hole in the wall or in the door because he doesn't fit there. Now, the Seahawks, in games that they continue and use, there's a very good point you made about the run game. The Seahawks succeed when they can use play action. They're one of the most play action heavy teams out there. Sam Darnold will succeed if he can use play action. The only way he can do play action is if they can run the ball. However, when they run the ball, they run it in a very predictable and like the same manner each time. Whereas like if you have a good run stopping defense, you're going to stuff Kenneth Walker and then you're going to stuff Zach Charbonnet. There needs to be almost like you need to do maybe a tackle trap. Maybe you need to do a halfback gut. There needs to be other concepts than just running straight into the ass of your center and hoping that he can clear some room for you to cut through. And what happens, and Kenneth Walker is a domestic terrorist for this, is when Kenneth Walker sees there's no hole, he decides to, experiment by going around. And suddenly now we're running outside and now we're caught. Now we've lost 5 yards. That happens more often than you think. So the keys to success, getting it all back to the Seahawks, the keys to success are going to be play action. If they can set up a run game that is not predictable by LA, LA doesn't have a bad defense. LA's got a very good defense. They can hang in there. However, LA will be missing Devontae Adams and potentially Puka Nacua mentally because Puka Nacua is doing Twitch streams right now talking shit about the whole league and the refs, and B, his brother just got arrested for trying to steal a Lakers rookie's SUV. So Puka Nacua's brain is probably growing about as fast as the car was going when they tried to steal it. Having said that, I think Seattle wins this game, and I think Seattle wins this game because they've got the better defense and they're at home, and I think they're just going to be a little bit more dialed in than the LA Rams, from what I've seen on the internet.
They might be dialed in because the Rams are delayed flight.
Well,
it came into effect and their equipment is going on a different flight and they're going to get there later.
That's all part of the game plan. We made a call at LAX. It's just Vegas was like, you know what? We need the Seahawks winning. But all right, final picks.
Rams.
Seahawks. All right.
You're on your own on that one.
Okay. You know what?
That's on an island.
That's how
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, that's
you and Darnold and JSN.
Hey, you take that back.
I ain't taking shit back.
Hey, Sam
I'm not
Darnold-
even in the
He's
playoffs.
not- yeah, I was
I
gonna
got
say-
a bye week in the toilet bowl, man.
Yeah, I might meet you there.
That is true. You are.
I gotta start reading the fucking Denny's menu.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to
Much
pry.
to read.
Oh,
You're
fuck.
gonna have to pry it from Mike McCarthy's hands.
Yeah.
That's Waffle House, man.
Yeah.
We don't have that shit up here.
I
No,
mean,
I'm sure
if
he's
you'd
gonna be there
like, you
too.
could delay your punishment until we go down for the Super Bowl, and then you could do it in the
American-sized
the American
pancakes.
size.
I'm gonna
pancakes.
waste Super Bowl in a fucking Denny's.
No, we'll go the day before.
American-sized pancakes.
We can go the day before for your viewing pleasures.
Speaking of Mike McCarthy, did you see him on Pat McAfee the other day trying to pronounce Caleb Williams? He was like Caleb Williams, and then Pat McAfee's like, who? He's like Caleb. And he's like, his name is Caleb, Mike. And he was like, it's the whole thing. And it was like,
Mike-
it just looked bad.
Caleb?
It just looked bad.
Mike, Tennessee, please don't do it. I know you're
Definitely do it.
No, fucking do it.
Definitely do it.
Fucking do it.
I know. Well,
I don't care what Cam Ward says. Get this
Fucking
man
do it.
coaching the
that
team.
guy's gonna be eating Nashville hot chicken. He's gonna be fucking hot honey sliding down his gut, and he's just gonna be
There's,
telling
like,
Cam Ward to lick
stains.
it off.
Gravy all over the shirt during the
feel for
game.
him. All right. Moving. We got Saturday games, fellas.
yeah.
Competing with the college football playoffs. Surprisingly, you got the Eagles playing against the Commanders, and you all know my thoughts about the Eagles. All right, Philadelphia can tighten its grip on the NFC East. They can basically clinch the playoffs if they clinch the division and the playoffs if they win this game. Washington's playing spoiler. Obviously, no Jaden Daniels. Marcus Mariota stepping in. Absolutely nothing to play for. Nothing. There's zero nothingisms to play for. But think about how fun it would be if you beat them. It would just be fun.
It would just be fucking hilarious.
And so
I
It would be pretty funny.
just to see like the Philadelphia fans have another meltdown. Let's see if they were just give the fucking division to Dallas as they're fucking like
as they're winning
basically
the
clinched it.
There's not much here to say. Like, I think Washington is in a good spot with the only upside they have is they're going to have a high end pick here this upcoming draft, and they'll be able to bolster something. Not that cannot be said for some teams like Atlanta. However, Washington's got that going for them at least. Philly, on the other hand, they need to string this win. This is very important for Philadelphia to win this game, win it commandingly, and start to build momentum going into the playoffs. Now, KK, just because Philly has been competitive and Philly has been in games, I'm going to ask you, as the resident, Matthew has heard the Eagles' cries on this podcast every week, but as the new full-time guest, I'm going to get your opinion on the Eagles. What do you think is wrong with the Eagles? What would you change, or what would you tell Jalen? If you were the coach, let's get fucking Italian Meatball and Big Dom out of there. It's KK's team. What advice would you give to Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown? How would you fix the Eagles?
What's wrong with the Eagles? They're fine.
Oh, dear God.
Oh,
They're Super Bowl champions.
God.
You did not just say that they're fine.
Oh, dear.
They're Super Bowl champions.
Oh, dear God.
They've won before. They couple hiccups, they'll be back on pace.
Oh, dear.
Couple hiccups.
They probably could,
You know what? Honestly,
They
he
probably-
might
they
be
probably-
undercover. He might be undercover.
no,
This is.
they gotta feed the ball more to Barkley though.
Are you saying that because you have him on your fantasy football team? Is that why
He
you're?
hasn't had a very good season.
He has not.
Alright.
Okay. For the folks in Philadelphia, I want you to listen to what KK said. It's going to be all okay. Coach KK is here, and Barkley will be fed
Alright.
the ball. It's beautiful times.
There's nothing wrong with Philly. You're fucking fine.
Yeah. Just the only problem is you live in Philadelphia. Everything else, and you wear that jersey, but everything else might be.
They're fine for now, but the other teams in that division are coming up. They're
Well,
fine.
well,
not this
they're
season,
fine,
but
though.
Not
next
this
season.
season.
Not this fucking season.
Could you imagine if they limp in the playoffs, win the division, and then they have to play at home? That's like the worst home field advantage with those fans and the way that they've been feeling.
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
even a home game.
And like we'll talk about like who they potentially might be playing. But it's not looking good. Like they're gonna probably I'll tell you, they're probably gonna have to play the 49ers. It's not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun times. Depending on how things shake out, they might play the Packers or the Lions. There's a chance the Seahawks could slide down there. Oh God, do you really want to play the Seahawks? It's not looking good.
to win, you got to beat the good teams.
Yeah, and I think that's important. I think you have to go in there with the mindset of like I gotta win these games. But I don't think the Eagles are in the same. And I don't say this.
You don't think they're in the same level?
I don't think they're the same level as the rest of the teams that have qualified for the NFC East. I think they're at the exact same level as the Cowboys. I say that wholeheartedly. That's not really it's not a
I
compliment.
mean, they're not that far ahead of the Cowboys.
Exactly. Like it's not a compliment for the Eagles to be at the same level as the Cowboys.
You even look at Washington. Jaden Daniels has only played 7 games.
Yeah. Or you look at Jackson. Like,
Washington could be contenders.
you
in
look
that
at New
division.
York. What does a healthy New York look like this year with Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart if he was given the reins way sooner?
Yeah.
Like they wasted a bunch of time with Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. But what happens if Malik Neighbors is healthy and like Cam Scatteraboo is healthy? And there's a lot of teams in this division that could have a swing up. But I think the Eagles are not at okay, NFC. Are the Eagles better than the Rams?
No.
No, not even close.
Are the Eagles better than the Bears?
Nope.
Oh,
Are the Eagles better than the Bucks?
barely.
Just like, but if the Bucks are clicking like they should be clicking, like if you've got
If Baker's
Bucky-
not throwing interceptions in
Yeah.
the fucking like clutch time.
yeah, let's just say okay, they're equal.
But I think Baker's played so much of the year without the rest of his offense.
Injuries.
Yeah.
And now he is, and it's like, oh, we just got to get back to it.
Are
Right.
the Eagles better than the 49ers?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Better than the Seahawks?
No.
No.
You just hate the Eagles, don't you?
Well, of course.
Yeah, better.
But
than
even real talk.
are they better than the Packers?
Are they better than anyone in the
I
NFC
don't think
right
they.
now?
I don't
I
think
don't-
they
I don't
are.
think they are.
And you know what? Like maybe I'll eat my words. If they fucking go out and like
not eating my words.
they
Fuck
win the
'em.
Super
Fuck
Bowl,
'em.
I will say good job, Philadelphia. You did it. You won. Went back to back. What a dynasty you are.
I don't see them winning the Super Bowl, but they're in it with those teams.
But I think there's a deeper issue. I honestly hope they make it in. I'm not saying that. No, like listen.
Fuck is wrong with you today?
Because I want them to.
They're likely gonna make it.
No, I mean
they're in.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well,
the Eagles got to realize
they're not in yet technically, but I'm like they're playing Washington
99%
twice.
chance.
Yeah, they're playing
it's
Washington
1%.
twice. They're playing Washington twice. But my thing is, I rather they make it in because if they had lost, Brandon, they would have blown up the whole thing. They would have realized Nick Sirianni can't coach a football team. Kevin Patullo is a domestic terrorist. Big Dom would have been freaking around. But now the Eagles will live in delusion. Now, they make it in. Oh, nothing's fine. We're fine.
Well, they're
fine.
lucky because you look at the other teams in the division. Washington should be up there. Dallas should be up there. Giants are coming.
They should be. They're
going to have a tough time next year, the Eagles.
All right, fellas. Pick time. You know where I go with this. And Brandon.
Fuck. Washington.
Yeah.
Eagles.
I got Washington.
What the?
Yeah, there we
I
go.
Because I think I look at Philly.
You've taken him over.
Yeah. No, I look at Philly and there's two things that stand out to me. They're not disciplined, and Jalen Hurts doesn't have control of the offense. He's missing these throws.
That is true. He is a wild behemoth.
He doesn't call any audibles. It's just, okay, this is the play, this is the run. He doesn't scan the defense.
And I think Jalen Hurts is the coaching.
It could be both, honestly. It could just be both. But I like Washington, they got nothing to play for. And that's like the best thing you can have, right?
No, it's not the best thing you can have.
No, it's the best thing you can have, as in like you can play spoiler.
I wish the Cowboys had something to play for. I wish I lived for times like this.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I know.
They can just go.
You're playing with house money. You got nothing to lose.
You got
basically.
nothing to lose.
All right. Green Bay Packers at Chicago Bears. One of the league's most historic rivalries. It's you know what? Micah Parsons is hurt. Packers are missing him. Romeo Odunze might not be back for the Bears. There's players missing both sides. What do you think matters more in rivalry games? An elite defense or an elite quarterback?
In a rivalry game, I got to go with defense, just because I think the caliber of QBs in the NFL right now is really high. It's crazy, actually. I didn't know this, but the Bears actually have not beaten the Packers at home in 8 years. And I think if you look at the team now and how banged up Green Bay is, I think the Bears are pretty legit to get it done.
In times now, yeah, like the Bears, Green Bay won the first match. The Bears are looking out for revenge. They probably had this matchup circled.
Oh, yeah.
And with Mike out, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, Mike out is big, especially for the run game, too. Like the way that Chicago's been going with Swift and Monangai, it's like
they just have to what does this mean for them long term if they beat them? Like I know we talk about legacy and we talk about teams. Like what does this mean for the Bears going forward, beating the Packers at home?
Well, first, like you said, if they haven't won in 8 years, I mean that's getting the fucking
monkey
off your back.
Yeah.
But for two, that's a statement right there. Like we're here.
Yeah.
I think they're ahead of
one.
schedule. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking ready to go. This year, the offseason, because when you're winning, all of a sudden that opens up all your opportunities. Like last year, it was fix the offensive line. And they did. And now look at Caleb Williams. Now he's being protected. And now that you're winning, now when you go up to a free agent and you call him, your agents aren't saying, it's fucking Chicago. We're not signing with you. Click.
Yeah.
Now they want to hear, okay, we're interested.
Mm-hmm.
Give us your spiel. If you're winning, it's a lot easier to get free agents. So I mean, if they win, like you said, it's been 8 years. That's a huge win right there, and it basically says we're here. We're here now. We're ready to win.
Yeah.
I think whoever wins this game is coming down to turnover battles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Could be big in that.
You gotta have a smart QB.
Yeah, that's where I was going too. I think it's going to be a battle between Jordan Love and Caleb. I don't think it's going to be a battle for who can make the least amount of mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if you can get after Caleb, make him make the throw he shouldn't be making. That comes down to elite defense and getting pressure. You're gonna have your chance in the game. But if he's dialed in, he's making the throws, he's making smart plays, it's gonna be tough. And that goes both ways. I think with Jordan Love, there's a big prove-it game for Packers fans who are holding on for dear life.
I think
Micah news.
I think to answer your question for what it means long term, and like what Brandon said about going into the offseason, getting some offensive line help for Caleb, that all stems from Ben Johnson. So if Chicago wins this game, it's going to be like, this is the Ben Johnson era. Like, we're going to move into that. This is going to be our division now. That's what they're going to try and show.
That's
with Ben Johnson at the helm.
That's going to be crazy. And I think that's going to be, if the Bears win this division and the Lions miss the playoffs, and we'll talk about the Lions. Lions
it's a crazy
fans,
division.
Lions fans, I don't envy you, because having your coordinator go out to Chicago, your division rival, and turn them around. Like, I know Dan Quinn did that with Washington somewhat, but Washington was still not as bad as the reputation that comes with being the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are up there with one of the worst fucking reputations. They were there with the Browns. They were there with Jay Cutler Express, but like, that turning that thing around, turning Caleb Williams around, like every uncle and his like best friend were screaming at the fucking television, "Get that fucking nail painting piece of shit off my fucking team, god damn it!" And now look at them. Now they're all buying his jerseys. Now they're all, and a lot of that is the smart GM moves. Getting an offensive line, we harped about it. Getting that dude an offensive line has been paying dividends. But wrapping them up. All right, fellas, let's hear your picks.
I'm going Bears.
Bears.
Yeah, I got Chicago.
Oh, it's a sweep here, folks. We got 4 Bears. Nice. All right, let's go on to the early window. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into the Carolina Panthers. Oh, my God. Talk about potential game of the day. Both teams are inconsistent. Can the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hold on to that division? Or are the Carolina Panthers gonna make their turn? I think this is the biggest prove-it game for Bryce Young. Now my question is, feel free to take it as you will. Is Bryce Young finally turning the corner, or are we lowering the bar just because the expectations were very low for the Panthers to begin with?
Well, with Bryce Young, so this is his 3rd year in the league, and each year he has improved. But now that you're playing for division, this is the time where you got to grow up real fucking quick. Like, you got to figure it out right now. Like, earlier in the year, you could have said, okay, as long as your trajectory continues to get better, and then we'll go into year 4 offseason and everything. But no, you're playing for a fucking division. It's time to grow up right now. It is time to fucking take ownership, and it's time to go right now, because the Bucs are reeling. They've lost 5 of 6.
The Bucs are in trouble, man. Like, the Bucs from all aspects, like, you thought, like, getting everybody back, getting Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Bucky Irving, getting all of these guys back was going to be the answer, and like, oh, they're going to be unstoppable. It has been quite the opposite. They've been taking a bunch of bullet wounds, and they are reeling. So,
and then if you go back to the Panthers with their inconsistency, so if you go back to whatever week it was, okay, so they went on their 3-game winning streak where they beat Miami, Dallas, and the Jets. Then they lost to Buffalo, beat Green Bay, lost to the Saints, beat Atlanta, lost to San Francisco, beat the Rams, lost to the Saints, which means they're going to beat the fucking Bucs.
Yeah.
You got to keep the pattern going, man.
I think so. But I also think, like, they're at home, and I don't know what attendance is like. Let me actually search. Let's see what ticket prices are like, because I'm sorry,
they're not going to be like a huge home field advantage.
No,
like,
but we made fun of Carolina for having very shitty home field attendance, and rightfully so. The fans, I guess, are justified, and people could get in for very, very cheap. Now, I'm curious to see what the cheapest ticket is to get in.
Yeah, you guys get to see Carolina Mike if you go to the game. Probably
fan
of the year.
Okay, improvement. If you wanted a pair of tickets, the cheapest one is $80.
Still fucking cheap.
That's still an improvement, though, over the fucking
It was like $10.
We're like $8.
Yeah.
Like, so we've gone up. We've gone up in price. People are going to the games, but you know what? Like, I don't think it's gonna be a big home field match.
Bandwagoners.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's hard to believe in the Carolina Panthers because they let you down. But I think they've got a good shot here. I think this is a good shot to prove to people that you're for real. And Bryce Young looks good. Bryce Young is not making stupid decisions. He's not got the offensive line that Caleb Williams has, but he's making smart decisions. And that beast of a two-headed running backs that they have in Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle, they're working. They're workhorses and they're working. So it could get I don't think Carolina could play defense to save their lives. So it's going to be a shootout, but it's all on Tampa Bay. This is Tampa Bay to prove that they're a veteran team. They've done this before. They cannot lose to the Carolina Panthers.
Well, you just said it. They've got the two-headed rushing attack with Dowdle and Hubbard. The Bucs have allowed the most rushing touchdowns of any team.
Oh,
So
dear God. Oh, dear.
I don't know. I disagree. I think Bryce Young's thrown 9 interceptions on the year. Tampa Bay is like top 10 in creating turnovers. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Hey,
in my
but
It's
opinion.
a big game for Bryce Young.
Bryce Young has also leads the league in comebacks since like 2024, 2023, I think. But that means obviously he's trailing a lot of the time, which is not a good thing.
That's
But
not good.
hey, he's coming back.
they also play. These teams play twice in 3 weeks. Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
yeah.
the only difference is the Panthers have to go play the Seahawks and the Buccaneers go play the Dolphins.
Oh, well, we'll talk about the
Quinn.
Dolphins. We'll talk about the Dolphins. All right, fellas, pick time. Who do you have?
Oh, flip a coin, but I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
All right.
I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with the Bucks.
I'm going Panthers. We have a split. Nice. All right, fellas. Moving on to the lovely Buffalo Bills against the Cleveland Browns. Let's check in with Cleveland radio. We haven't heard from those folks in a while. Let's listen in on Cleveland and how they're doing right now.
Chris, I think it just hit me. We got to do this show year round. Year round.
Year round. Riz, I'm glad you got my text on what sweatshirt to wear.
We do it all the
We do
time.
it all the time.
That is Cleveland radio. They are completely checked out. That is the middle of the fucking segment. They thought they were going to commercial break. They didn't go to commercial break. And they started talking about sweatshirts live on the air. That is the same season for the Cleveland Browns. They're probably going to draft another quarterback. You think?
Cleveland?
That would be
No.
funny.
I think so.
No.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's a very
No.
Cleveland thing to do.
it's a very
but
Cleveland thing to do.
I don't think.
The only way Cleveland is drafting quarterbacks if they're trade both Gabriel and Sanders.
Well, yeah, so you have to trade Sanders. Sanders, there's no
You
point keeping him as a
can't
backup.
keep both and then draft another quarterback.
So do you think they go
They can.
offense or defense?
Hey, you know,
They got to go.
well,
They gotta
They
go
got to go
offense.
off. Like their defense is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
you're missing a key player there, Brandon, in your little inference. Rumors on the street are, the rumors on the interweb are that the Cleveland Browns are exploring the idea of Deshaun Watson starting next year and drafting a backup quarterback and letting Shador learn and mentor from
Not a chance.
both. That is what
Not a
ESPN.
chance.
That's messed up.
That is what.
Not a
It's,
chance.
Oh, that's
okay,
fucking
you think not a chance? They
No
gave him the
chance.
wrong wrist pad.
Not a chance.
Kevin Stefanski gave his quarterback the wrong wrist pad
purpose?
On quite literally, I think it was on purpose because they asked him about it. I don't have the clip loaded up.
How
But
is
I
he
wish
still
I did.
there?
He gave. How do you give the quarterback? You have one job, and the job is to coach the football game. That is it. You don't have many other jobs, but your starting quarterback has. He opened up the wrist pad and it was blank.
Maybe
They-
did it on purpose. Then.
They gave him a blank wrist pad, Brandon,
That's a cruel
and
test.
you expect this team to have any sort of common, intelligence and just the right way of doing things.
No, but like we were talking about when the season first started out of camp, they had 5 quarterbacks, which means you do not have a quarterback. If you have 5 quarterbacks, you don't have a
Kenny
quarterback.
Pickett was on this team. Yeah, I remember that.
So
Kenny
you
Pickett
still
lived-
technically right now have 3. If you have Watson, Gabriel, Shador, you're
Yeah.
not drafting another fucking quarterback and have going into the camp with 4 fucking quarterbacks.
Who is the Cleveland mayor? Actually,
You're not fucking doing it.
let's go.
Maybe they
I
drafted
just-
one and gave rid of the other
No,
3.
Bro.
you're not fucking doing it.
Just
There's no fucking way. There's
just-
no fucking way.
All right.
Not with this class. Like
I'm gonna launch.
Maybe they go out and
Yeah,
get a
the
free
defensive
agent.
class is actually so good this year.
Okay.
There's no
And-
way
hey,
you're going in with 4 quarterbacks,
Hey.
especially with the amount of draft capital they've used on quarterbacks in the last 10 fucking years. There's
All
no fucking way.
Okay. I think I've got it. Okay. You know what? Anyways, make your pick. I'm picking Bills. Go ahead. Make your picks, and I'll get back to what I'm saying here.
Bills.
Yeah,
right.
obviously
That's
Bills.
a nice one. Okay. Now for the next foreseeable future, fellas, we're gonna launch a super secret investigation into the mayor of Cleveland. And why we're going to do that? Well, that's a good thing that I'm posing this question. We are going to do that because I think that the Cleveland Browns are purposely drafting players that they don't need in order to boost real estate sales. I think they're trying to get more people living.
You're probably right.
I think they're trying to get more people living in Cleveland. Quarterbacks get paid a hefty little bonus. They're more marketable athletes. They have more disposable income. I think that this is a bigger thing here. I think they are purposely drafting unnecessary players at a position in order to increase the population of Cleveland. They thought Shedeur Sanders would come into Cleveland, maybe impregnate 3 or 4 strippers, have a bunch of babies, and suddenly the population of Cleveland grows, and he's got no choice but to build them an elementary school because there's no elementary school in Cleveland for his kids to go to. Justin Bibb, I'm on to you. Honorable Mr. Mayor of Cleveland. I will be investigating your actions, and maybe we'll have you on the podcast. But that's all I have to say about Cleveland. Okay, we're going to be at the draft. If they draft a quarterback in either round that we're there.
Yeah, it'll probably be like Diego Pave or something.
If
He'll
they
pick
draft,
Pave, yeah.
we're going to be there for days 1 and 2. All right? We leave Saturday. But we're there days 1 and 2. If the Cleveland Browns draft a quarterback, I'm calling the police on the mayor. I'm gonna call
That
in
is a wild
the
take,
sheriff.
but
You know,
Wait, no, but like, okay, what are you gonna do if they draft a quarterback? I want to say,
I don't fucking.
I'm just gonna
I'll
laugh.
figure something out.
No,
but my
no,
God.
Brandon's gonna throw his.
Oh,
beer.
no,
I know.
I'll
I'm
fucking do something.
He's
I'll
gonna
do
throw.
something.
He's gonna throw his beer at the kid, the Make-A-Wish kid. That's gonna be.
he's gonna throw his beer to make a wish.
I'm not wasting a beer.
The Make-A-Wish kid going up there to make the pick, going, the Cleveland Browns select in the 4th round, Garrett Nussmeier, and Brad's gonna fuck you, and then just throw a beer at him.
Oh, way to ruin LSU
I'm not
quarterback.
wasting a fucking beer.
No, that's perfect.
What did the Make-A-Wish kid be crying if he had to draft a quarterback?
Well, he's a Make-A-Wish kid, Cake.
He'd be crying because he's a fucking Browns fan. That's why he'd be crying.
That's why he's a Make-A-Wish kid.
Bro, I don't understand. Like, I think is that the state of Ohio, the smart football minds just go to Ohio State, and the stupid ones go to Cincinnati and Cleveland, coaching the Bengals and the Browns.
But
That's what I think.
So you're saying the smart people are in Columbus, and then the rest of the cities are not smart?
Just for football.
Here,
yeah.
let me pan it. Let me pan this.
Just for football.
Here, go ahead. Please make your full point against the cities of Cleveland. I love
The
for the
cities of Cleveland?
Sorry, it's the cities of maybe
Ohio.
cities of Ohio. Sorry. Go ahead.
No,
What?
the state of Ohio gives a fuck for Ohio State Buckeyes, and they don't give a fuck for Cleveland Browns or
That's
Cincinnati
not
Bengals.
nice.
They don't
Mr.
give a
Drew
fuck.
Carey would have a different opinion
The
than
dog pound is
Mr. who?
very passionate.
Drew Carey.
Carey.
Like the
Drew Carey.
the fat fuck that
Cleveland
lost,
rocks. Cleveland rocks.
like
Did
the
you
fat
carry
fuck
shit?
that
Yeah, the
lost
fat
weight.
fuck on fucking The
The Price is Right guy, the guy that replaced Bob Barker.
Yeah.
that guy sucks. He replaced Bob Barker. You know how good that guy was?
Bob Barker was a cultural icon.
Yeah.
I miss Bob Barker.
I think we all do.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
This segment has gotten away from me. We need to move on. We spend too much time on the shitty teams, I realize. All right, speaking of shitty teams, Las
are
Vegas.
funny.
Las Vegas versus Houston. I have nothing written up for Las Vegas versus Houston.
Neither does Las Vegas and how to beat Houston this week.
All I'm hearing is there's this big press tour that the Raiders players and Geno Smith and Pete Carroll have gone on this week about how Pete Carroll thought that they were going to turn things right away. They were going to turn things right around, just right away. What kind of football was he? Something about these.
I thought they were going to turn around too with Pete Carroll and Geno. From Seattle.
With what offense?
No, I think they should just hang it up.
They had
No offensive
Oh, I
line.
got
no
something.
offensive line. They have no wide receivers. Look at Jacoby Myers. He's free man in
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
get me the fuck out of
He's
here.
living the best life.
I'll be in like your chair right now.
Okay.
Apparently, Geno Smith said I'm expecting to win a lot of games here in the future.
Oh, good. I'm expecting to win the lottery. Maybe we can all expect lovely things, Gino, you fucking idiot. Geno Smith, I would be very concerned if I was the owner of Las Vegas. He's not, but I would be for Geno Smith stealing all this money and just running away with it.
Tom Brady's going to do something.
Tom Brady
He's
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
shit,
shit.
man. Tom Brady ain't gonna do shit.
He's got a.
Tom Brady's got
to
to
come out of retirement.
Tom Brady. Well, that's funny you say that. He said he could whoop ass if he came out of retirement. I
He
think
probably fucking could.
honestly, if I saw
He-
Phillip Rivers
all the teams-
was able to almost beat the Seahawks, I think Tom Brady could come on the
Yeah.
Raiders. Maybe they could shore up the offensive line for him a little bit, and I think he would be able to do something. Tom Brady's better.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's better than Geno Smith.
Oh, 100%. Even if he
You
turned
not have
50.
to say that, man.
I'm just saying. I just
Even
want
if
to
he
make
turned 50.
the Houston Texans. Enough cannot be said about their defense. They are
They get shut out back-to-back weeks.
gonna just absolutely run around them. So I'm gonna go Houston. I believe my consensus team here is
Houston,
also going
easy.
Houston. Yeah, this is very nice, very
Yep.
easy. Sucks to be a Colts fan right now. All right.
Wait. Oh, because the division?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
like
I was
they're
confused
preying on
about that.
Jacksonville losing, but they're like, oh wait, we've got Houston. Chargers going into Dallas, fellas. First, let's listen to before we get into anything. Let's listen to what Puka Nacua has to say about the LA Chargers. Wait, no, that wasn't it.
Because people love to compare Rams Chargers fans, and to me, it's like LA is the city. So it's like, how do you decide? I don't know.
What team like owns LA?
Football wise?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely us. I'm like, that's
100%.
That's little brother. Like we charge.
Oh shit!
No, like for real, we charge them like rent for. Like we
you
charge
kidding?
them like to play at our stadium.
Hey, bro, will your brother?
Oh dear. Can you imagine being a San Diego fan and just being like, what the fuck is going on? Just send them back. Just send them back to San
They
Diego.
never should have left.
Just what are we doing here? Why are we just send
It's
them
so
back?
funny. It's so funny how he said they're the little brother, and then you said that his little brother fucking was robbing some car.
Well, yes. If you didn't hear, Puka Nacua's brother was out there robbing Lakers SUVs. I'm sure he's going to be a real good time in LA right now. Yeah, that's the LA Chargers. They may be considered the little brother. But they made some noise, man. They made some noise this year. They've been battling injuries with Joe Alt, and then Justin Herbert's like broken in 3 pieces. He's about to go for a generational game. I'm sorry. It's going to be Matt Eberflus's defense is going to be just if Kyler Murray can do it, Jacoby Brissett can do it, and Russell Wilson can do it, and
JJ McCarthy
can do it, and Bryce Young can do it. Why not Justin Herbert with one arm? He's going to go out. He's going to ball out. If
You're picking the Chargers over the Cowboys.
No, I'm still gonna pick the Cowboys to win. I'm still gonna pick the Cowboys to win. I'm just saying, the offense for the Chargers is gonna have a field day. They're gonna be able to do whatever.
He's telling you he's picking the Chargers without telling you.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't gotten to the offense, fellas. And you know what? This is my next clip. Listen in on behind the scenes about George Pickens. Here, listen in.
Everybody's curious about George.
I'm like, instead of me being on top of you on top of me, now I gotta go like this. Yeah. And now you got all that. Like,
So when you look back at it, are there plays that you were like, I could have done better there?
I didn't have my best game. You know what I mean? And I feel like just certain days gonna be like that, but you bounce back and get back to the grind.
I talked to him this weekend, and he was honest. He said, look, Shai, he goes, I didn't play very good. But like you and I talked about the other day, the kid loves football, so the stamina is there for sure.
Well, my picture of him is for the future.
Yes, Jerry.
Is we got Superman in terms of his love for competing and playing football. That's what you're getting.
100%.
Because that highest level, to me, I believe it looks like he does love it, and he can go all day.
All day.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Order the Pickens jersey, Brandon. He's staying. That's all he wanted. I read his Players Tribune article. It's actually really sad, to be honest, how he was treated in Pittsburgh. I'm just going to say it how it is. All he wanted was to be loved. That's all he wanted. He said, all I wanted to do was be loved, and all I wanted to do was play football. And he's like, it's not my fault the quarterback can't throw me the ball. It's not. I don't run the play calls. And he talked a little bit about his Pittsburgh journey. And then when he got to Dallas, man, it's just been let's talk about, is this season a failure for the Cowboys? So let's go start with that.
Is this season a failure for the Cowboys? So I had no expectations actually going into the season.
Yes,
like I said, I'm broken.
You are battered and bruised.
Realistically, I expect them to go either 8-9, 9-8. I do need them to win 2 more fucking games. I did bet a significant amount on the fucking over and win total, which is 7.5. So I do need them to fucking win 2 games.
Yep.
But yes and no, because offensively they did what the offense always does. They're the number 1 offense in the league when it comes to total offense, passing. Rushing is better. I think they're 9th or 10th for total rushing. Offense has been fine. It's the defense. And we've known this. I mean, we knew this when Parsons got traded, before they made the trades for Williams and all that. But defensively, man, like when they were playing like 95% zone and just still getting torched, because if you can't get to the quarterback, zone defense doesn't fucking work, because eventually zones break down. And look, right up the middle every fucking time.
Yep.
Like defensively. And I know Jerry doesn't like to fire coaches in season, which is why Eberflus has not been fired.
We will talk about Jerry and Eberflus after this. But keep
defensively,
going.
like now hindsight, now that you've watched the games, we should have won more games. But that defense is dog shit. The defensive calling is dog shit.
Well, so I'm on the same page.
Diggs, man, like Diggs should have been fucking sent packing, because you saw his demeanor right when they traded Micah Parsons. He was checked out the minute they traded Micah Parsons. Diggs was gone.
I think you saw the demeanor. I think there was I'm going to layer on to what you said. So I'm not going to repeat what you said. I'm just going to add some stuff onto it. I think Schottenheimer, massive win.
Absolutely. No, I've got nothing bad to say about Schottenheimer.
First time head coach going into being the Dallas Cowboys head coach. All the pressure, all the lights, 99% of the league. Everybody's rooting for you to fail. Everybody wants you to fail. That first game against Philadelphia, you're right in it. You have control. Fucking thunderstorms start happening. You lose momentum, whatever. Miles Sanders is an idiot. Cool. All right. Throughout the year, the 2 players, actually I'll give 3 players this nod. 4 players? Sure. 4, 5, 6. All right. I'll give 6 players a nod here. All right. So, number 1, Dak Prescott. I don't think I can hunt this season on Dak. I think Dak played well. I think for a large portion of the season, he was an MVP candidate on a team that had no defense. Number 2, George Pickens. I think George Pickens, for what he played, for the role coming into this offense, CD going down. Do we even remember CD Lamb got hurt? No, because George Pickens balled out of his mind. Number 3, Javonte Williams. I'll give my flowers to Jerry for that one. What a risky, like no risk kind of thing. Like, all right, he's recovering off an injury, bring him in. Javonte Williams is the most physical running back I've seen in the Dallas Cowboys in a long time. Long time. Number 4, Tyler Booker. The fact that my offensive linemen, I don't have to hear about them. I don't have to hear them taking penalties. I don't have to hear about them like being a part of bad plays is a success for me. That's another home run first round pick. We're still working on Guyton, but Booker and Tyler Smith. Well done, Jerry, and well done, Will McKay. Now, defensive side of the ball, it has been absolutely dog shit. It has been, absolutely horrible. Some of the players are running on Hooker's going the other way. The guy's coming down the middle. He's right. Someone FBI needs to investigate him. But what I really like about the defense, Donovan Ezraku, you know what? That's a bright spot. He still needs some work. He's no Micah Parsons, but from where they drafted him, that's a bright spot. Sam Williams makes the dumbest decisions of all time. But you know what? He hits people with violence. And I like that. Those are my guys. And of course, Brandon Aubrey. But those are the guys. Everybody else, other than CeeDee Lamb probably, they can go. Kevontae Turpin.
Ferguson.
I mean, for what we're paying Ferguson, I don't know. I'm like my thing is out on Ferguson. Ferguson also had some drops this year where I was just like, there's no one fucking around you. Like, what the fuck are you getting paid for? And I think the Cowboys are underrated in churning out these tight ends. Like, they just churn them out. Like, Luke Schoonmaker's in the works, and then they've got Spanford in the works. They really like him. It'd be exciting. I think what this staff needs, which will be really cool, is let's bring Jason Witten. Let's bring Jason Witten in here, in some capacity. I don't know what that looks like. I love.
He's still coaching high school.
Yeah, he's still dominating fucking high school, just beating kids 40-0. I love Clayton Adams. I love the offensive coordinator being Clayton Adams. I don't want him to go be a head coach somewhere, but Shoddy's the right guy. Shoddy should hire the defensive coordinator, in my opinion. It should not be Jerry. It should be Schottenheimer. Let Schottenheimer pick his defensive coordinator. Now, Jerry came on to his own radio show yesterday, and he had some very, very choice words. He did not mince words when he said that he is very disappointed in the defense, and he needs it to be better, and he's going to look at the next 3 games and make his decision, whichever. That's typical Jerry Jones Cowboys end of the season. We're not where we want to be. But it was interesting he talked about the linebackers, because I think it was one thing when their team was losing and it was bad and things were like, we don't have enough support. We miss Micah Parsons. They got you Quinnen Williams. They got you Logan Wilson. They added you reinforcements. You got Overshawn back. You got Revel back. You had guys come back, and look at that. You started winning games, but you cannot lose to the Vikings.
Who do you put the blame on, though?
Eberflus.
I put on the coach.
Eberflus. The player?
Yeah.
Eberflus.
I think the players,
sucked.
the players are the players, right? The players, these guys have played in together for predominantly a large portion of time, and obviously the Micah Parsons, and we talk about it with other trades like Quinn Hughes getting traded, but like if your coworker or the guy you're like going to war with every day, you know that there's a chance he might not be there. He's not dialed in. I don't think yours dialed in for anything.
Do you think that played a huge impact on the defense?
I think so. I think training camp and the whole shenanigans with Michael laying on training tables, and Trayvon Diggs should have been cut right from training camp. He should never have been a part of this team. But I think you have that moping and doping and woe is us and what are we supposed to do? We don't have Micah, blah, blah, blah. And I think starting off the way they started off only added to it. So that's where my thing is. I think it definitely falls down to coaching, and they're going to clean that house up. They're going to get rid of a bunch of guys on that defensive end, which rightfully so, but they need to upgrade that pass rush. And they've got picks. They've got 2 first-round picks this year. They've got much capital to play with as they want. They should go in and try to upgrade it. But we'll do a postmortem on the Cowboys once that season is over. But now my question about the Chargers, I only have one. Is Herbert elite if his team never delivers? Because the Chargers are kind of cursed in that way, where they have these big spurts and they have these big time, performances. They go into the dance and then it's just disappointment. So would you consider him an elite quarterback, even though he can't really get it done? Like you said about Darnold, like you can't really get it done in the playoffs.
To be elite, you gotta get it. You gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. You gotta win.
Yeah, I think you gotta win when it matters. I agree. I think you gotta win.
Maybe not winning a Super Bowl, but you gotta make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why I like guys like Joe Burrow, and like I think Joe Burrow's in a class of his own, because I'm like, he dragged that Cincinnati team with no offensive line and defense to a Super Bowl. Like that was something. He just to get paraded on by the Rams, but still. When it comes to, I agree with you. I think not.
You gotta win?
Yeah, he's not in the elite combination.
I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's consistent. You know what you're getting with him. Like if you go back, obviously his second year when he threw 38 touchdowns, he hasn't come close since. But every other year, he's in the mid-20s for touchdowns thrown. He's in the low teens for interceptions. He's around the 65 to 68% completion every year. But his problem, and especially with Alt out, he just gets sacked, man. Like he got sacked 41 times last year. He's got 49 sacks this year. Like
dies.
Half of it is knowing, okay, if you don't have an offensive line, you got to get rid of the ball quicker. I don't watch the Chargers enough to know when he gets sacked. Like, is he making dumb decisions like Tua was when he's getting sacked and just fucking losing yards? Like, when you're running and he just holds onto the ball, just fucking throw it out of the bounds. Just get rid of it. Like, but I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's consistent. He's got enough. The sample size for him is enough that you know what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah, I agree with you guys, but I think this is probably the year where we probably see him going to become elite, especially with Coach Harbaugh mentoring him, because before he had Coach Staley for years.
Yeah.
And the guy was complete dog shit. He had no weapons on offense. Now he has McConkey, Johnson, Hampton is back healthy. That defense is looking pretty good. So I think this is the year eventually he will be considered elite with, like, I think they might get a playoff win. I don't know. It's gonna be tough depending on who they play, where they play, but I mean, I think he could be right there with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow one day. Like, I feel like he has that capability. He has that kind of play style.
And I think Chargers fans probably think he's already there. And I think that I don't blame them for thinking that. I don't think personally, do I see him there? No, but I can see why someone might if you cheer for the Chargers and watch him enough.
But he's the right guy there. Like, you're not getting rid of him. You're not thinking of, like, he's there. He's your guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a franchise.
Like I said, you know what you're getting out of him. You would like to see him not get sacked as many times as he has season after season.
All right, fellas. Pick time. I think you know where me and Brandon are going with this.
Absolutely.
Chargers.
How dare you? It's not good.
Of course you guys would pick the Chargers.
Of course. All right, fellas, moving on to two exciting teams with quarterbacks that absolutely hate themselves. The Cincinnati Bengals, the Miami Dolphins. All right, so I'm not talk too much about this because I'm going to play the clips. Tua is benched for Quinn Ewers. Mike McDaniel said that he wants a quarterback with conviction, and his team wants somebody with conviction, and he has not seen that conviction through Tua. So this is what Tua has to say about his benching.
Naturally, I'd say I'm disappointed. I think it's normal. It's a normal human emotion. But, outside of that, I got to do my part. My role here right now is to help whoever the quarterback is going to be for this team, to lead this team, help in whatever way I can, to help the team win this game on Sunday.
What did Mike say to you?
We just had a brief conversation about changing the quarterback.
What was your reaction at that point?
Disappointed. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but something out of my control.
All right, that's Tua getting his reaction for getting benched for Quinn Ewers. I'm gonna play the Joe Burrow clip because I'm not really interested in talking about the game. I've got another question lined up for you, but let's play the Joe Burrow clip before. So, as you guys remember, Joe Burrow last week started talking real metaphorically, like he was doing his whole thing, and then, oh, my love for the game, blah blah blah, dee-dee-da-da, and then he got shut out on Sunday. So this is Joe Burrow again with whatever you want to call this.
Is there any world in your mind where you're not the quarterback of the Bengals next year?
I can't see that, no.
Have you ever thought about the possibility of not being the quarterback here during your career? Or
you think about a lot of things.
When you look at quarterbacks over the course of their time, great ones, Peyton, Brady, you kind of have to understand that you never know what this league will bring. And what did you learn from watching how their careers unfolded?
Yeah, a lot of crazy things happen every year. Micah Parsons got traded right before the season, I think this year. That is something I hadn't seen in a long time in the NFL. So crazy things can happen.
Bengals fans, brace yourselves. Bengals fans, brace yourselves. That is just, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Check the fuck out.
I don't know what's going on behind closed doors or with their team meetings or even in his head. But that does not sound like a person that's too keen on coming back to that team.
He's checked out.
B, I don't blame him. I think getting absolutely destroyed week in, week out, getting injured, going and putting out that performance. I think the Buffalo game killed him. I think the way that they were playing against Buffalo, where they had Buffalo, dude.
They had him.
And Joe Burrow knew he had him. And Joe Burrow's better than Josh Allen, just for the record. Just for people to come at me in the mentions. Red Zone Blitz Podcast at gmail.com. If you disagree, Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. Sorry, Bills Mafia. Yeah, I think he was absolutely balling out, and he had them right where he wanted them, and the defense, all they had to do was step on their neck, and they didn't, and the snake got up and bit them, and they lost. I don't think there's much in terms of this game to play for. Cincinnati is it's over. Their season is done.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, their season is done. My question to you, these coaches both probably are going to get fired. I think that's
probably.
You would hope.
Yeah. I think that's where things are leading.
Well, I said they were fighting for Mike McDaniel's job for a bit, but
so that's my next question. I think Mike McDaniel lost his job when the Steelers game. I think that Steelers game, he lost his job.
The way he managed it at the end.
Yeah.
Like Troy Aikman was calling him out, like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yeah, I think he lost
hurry
his job
up.
there.
Yeah.
Now, you're an NFL GM. You got to employ one of either Zach Taylor or Mike McDaniel. Who are you employing and why? You have to pick between one or the other to be the head coach for your football team.
Zach Taylor.
Why?
If Burrows doesn't get hurt, do they win that division?
not with that defense.
Yeah. But
that division.
Actually, well,
they'd be up there.
They'd be up there. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think you have a shot there, and I guess
have a shot there.
it's Zach Taylor does not sign the players, and he doesn't personnel. Okay, yeah, I could see that. That could be a thing. Like, you know what?
They had one of the best offenses in the
proven
league.
record. Yeah. My thing is Mike McDaniel's sober. He needs to start.
He needs to get a little degenerate on
Yeah, he needs to. He that thing and look. He looks drained because he can't have a beer, and he can't. And I think a lot of his life's problems. Sorry if you're battling alcoholism or some sort of other substance abuse, and I'm triggering your not wanting to be staying sober. But he needs a beer. He had to deal with Tyreek Hill getting arrested, getting shot. Whatever was happening. Did he get shot? I don't know. He got burning his house down, multiple baby mama drama. You got Jalen Waddle fucking blowing his brains out on the field, and then Tua's crippling himself. He's had to do it all sober. Can you imagine? Like, I don't think Miami Dolphins fans are sober at all at any time when they're watching this team, because you can't be.
Not.
Can you imagine employing them and coaching them? I think if you put Mike McDaniel in a situation that is not as fucking turbulent as what we saw in Miami, I think he would do a great job. I think Mike McDaniel in Buffalo could do a great job with Josh Allen and like an actual formidable right-handed quarterback that does not suffer from CTE. You know what? That could be a spot for him to be a head coach. There could be, like, there's spots for Mike McDaniels, I think, to succeed, and like, we'll talk about Arizona. And
it doesn't even have to be a head coach.
Well, no, in this case, but in this case, like I'm saying, like for this prompt or this question, it's for head coach. Like you have to lead a team. You got to lead the men, lead the coordinators, lead everybody else. I think there's a lot of stuff to do, and I think if you can't have a beer after to fucking think about it, that just kind of fucks you up. Because look at Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy was way worse than Mike McDaniels. Way, way worse. Mike McCarthy in Dallas was the worst thing I've ever seen near the end of it. But he was still trotting himself out there. He was out there watching Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Literally, like, days after just getting absolutely demolished by the Eagles. He just trotting himself out at AT&T, just acting like nothing's going on. It's because the man has a nice beer after, has maybe a whiskey, eats four times
Terry Blacks.
He eats some Terry Blacks. Eats four times the food that he should be eating, and he just goes about his day. Whereas Mike McDaniel's sucking out for fucking thin air. The guy's probably vaping and smoking cigarettes at an obscene level. But I don't know if that answers the question. But I guess Mike McDaniel's, I'll keep him. Only if I can feed him a beer, though.
I'll keep Mike McDaniels. I have no reason, but I'd take him over Zach Taylor.
I think you just want him to be degenerate. I think
I do.
Yes.
I would go Mike McDaniel.
Come on, Mike.
I think what Mike McDaniel's done with that offense is better than. I think Zach Taylor just is a fucking dumbass holding the clipboard. He makes Joe Burrow do all the work and Jamar Chase.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he does anything.
I'm pretty sure we could
be
coach.
Right.
I'm pretty
What
sure
I think
we
is
could
so
coach
funny
them.
though, I think I got this like earworm and this voice in the back of my head, and it's Kenny the Jet Smith just saying it's over. It's over for Tua. The Pittsburgh Steelers ruined his fucking career. And it's over for Joe Burrow, man. That guy's going to get traded. I don't know where the hell he's going to go, but it looks bad for both of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, where would you go? Like
Pittsburgh?
At least Joe Burrow can get another job.
A chance.
Oh, Burrow's going to get wherever.
You don't think Tua will go anywhere?
Tua will go somewhere,
backup.
but probably more as a backup.
But Miami's fucked with Tua because if you release him, it's $100 million cap hit.
They got it.
And if you trade him, it's still a $45 million dead
they can't
cap
do
hit.
anything.
You can't do anything.
They have to sit there and they have to basically be like, hey, man, you want to take a pay cut? Or we're going to send you to friggin' Robot Island and enjoy. All right, fellas, who do you have? Bengals or Dolphins?
I'm going to go with the fucking Dolphins. Let's see what my boy Quinn Ewers can do.
All right.
Bengals.
Tough one. I'll go Cincinnati.
I'm going to go Dolphins. I'm going to go Bengals. Bengals. Come on, Joey. Prove them wrong. All right, fellas. Moving on. We got to rip through some of these. We are taking a lot of time on the fucking Bengals. You got the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Just two pinners of just absolute democracy. KK, I'm going to go to you quick with this one. You got to pick one. That's your future. You have a let's say you had a child born today, and you could either be a Jets fan or a Saints fan. Which team are you picking?
Saints.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Wow.
Too depressing being a Jets fan.
That is true. All right, fellas, who do we have? The Saints or the Jets?
If the Saints lose to the Jets at home, my God. I'm going Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Saints.
Saints
as well.
Tyler Shuck's going to have another day and be like, you ain't drafting no fucking quarterback.
Hey, I'm all aboard the don't draft a quarterback. Tyler Shuck's playing for his job right now. All right, New York Giants playing the Minnesota Vikings. I think this is going to be, in true Cowboys fashion, the Giants are going to win this game. Because they're going to be like, oh, look, you lost to the freaking Vikings and we beat the... So I'm going to think the Giants are going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm in the same. You know, you just come off that big high up beating Dallas. Nine's going to turn
back into 6 and just call it a day.
Well, it's like when we lost to Arizona. Like, Minnesota, they've lost to fucking everyone lately except for Washington and us. Like, fuck.
Yeah. KK?
I'll go with the Vikings on this one.
Matthew?
No, I got the Giants as well.
Nice. Well done. Speaking of the Giants, I'll play this clip. This is their starting running back, Cam Scatterbo, injured. And he's hosting a stream right now, and he's posing some serious questions that I'd love to hear from you guys and your opinions on and your answers.
Do you wipe sitting up or standing down? And do you wipe from balls to butt crack or butt crack to balls? I'm a balls to butt crack kind of wiper. First wipe's dry tissue. Second wipe's wet tissue. Third wipe, dry tissue. If there's still some there. Back to, he says same tissue? No, not the same tissue, you sicko. All right, real question. Do you flush before you wipe or do you flush after you wipe? Do you stand up and smell it all? Do you give it a courtesy flush or no? Any courtesy flushes here? Always courtesy flush, bro. Gotta stand up to admire your work. Hey, yo. Having a gifted to whip it out. You can't afford that. Don't stop, Daddy. I'm a cop. Y'all wildin'. Alexa! Shut up! I'm Scat on the field, Cameron off the field. Alter ego's name is Scat.
Do you guys want me to play with
I know Brandon and I were looking at each other because we're like,
standing down or sitting up?
How do you wipe your ass sitting down?
Just going deep. I'm like, what the fuck?
But how do you wipe your ass sitting down?
Brandon tried to air wipe his ass.
Yeah, he did.
No, I'm just trying to I'm fucking sitting down like how
yeah, what
I don't know. Am I wiping my ass wrong?
Balls to butt crack or butt crack to balls?
Courtesy flush? Do
Courtesy
you
flush. Do you admire your whip? Do you admire your whip?
Hail it all.
You
Like,
take a whip?
New York Giants fans, I don't think he's going to be in the league for very long.
that's what happens when you fucking just go around smashing your head on shit.
Yeah.
Like, that CTE's already coming in.
And he went to Arizona State, so that's like a double down.
All right, fellas. Kansas City going into Tennessee. No Patrick Mahomes, obviously. Gardner Minshew will be playing. What is left to say?
Kansas City's hasn't been here in how long? Like, it all is going to be, what is their give a fuck meter? Like, are they just, now that they're out, they've been in playoffs so fucking long. Now that they're out, like, this is a new feeling to them. How really, like, do they even give a fuck about showing up to this game? Like, are they just going to go through the motions? Oh, yeah, cool. We got to come here so I can get my fucking game check. But I just can't fucking wait. Get out. I don't care.
Yeah,
if we're gonna lose, we're already
how
out. Like,
motivated is Andy Reid going to have the troops to play this game? And, like, I don't know. I've got the Titans.
Yeah, I was going to pick Titans for the upset on this one. I just really don't think the Chiefs, now they've been on such a high for so many years. They don't know what this feels like. I just don't think they're going to show up. I don't think that they're going to know how to handle themselves in this position.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cam Ward's playing well now. And yeah, like you guys said, what the Chiefs are going to look lost. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I like the Titans in this.
I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. I think Minshew's still a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, I guess so. It is.
I don't see Andy Reid
making them give up. Yeah, that's a good point.
They're playing for jobs next year.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Jacksonville Jaguars going into Denver, playing the Denver Broncos, who are red hot.
11 home game win streak. I don't see that softening anytime soon.
Yeah, I think Denver wins this game. It's much to the happiness of Colts fans across the world. Shout out to Seth.
I disagree. I think this is the game.
Why am I not surprised?
I think this is the game. I think Jacksonville's it'll be like the Undertaker unbeaten streak. They're gonna do it.
Oh, whoa.
They're gonna break it.
Oh, I've never seen.
I'm going with the Broncos.
You're alone on that one, Matthew. You're alone with your Undertaker streak.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
That's
Trevor Lawrence is gonna do it.
Okay, don't make me play the Cam Scatterbo shit clip again. We got the Atlanta.
No, why would you play that?
I don't know. I'm still.
Yeah, you just like playing it.
I'm still confused as to what the fuck he fucking said on. Oh God. The Atlanta Falcons going into Arizona. Two teams that stuck. They're not bad enough to tank. Well, Atlanta can't tank. They don't have the first round pick, so that's not allowed for them. And then they're also not good enough to scare anybody. Which team is closer to a real breakthrough?
That's a good fucking question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I don't know.
It's close, but I think I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I think I'll beat John.
I think you got more. You got more upside.
You got more weapons.
You have more studs than the Cardinals do. Like, Cardinals do have Marvin Harrison, and they got Walter Nolan. Yes, they're on the path there, but the Falcons should be way better than what they are.
They should be way better. Well, they thought they were in position.
That's why they traded their first round pick.
So really, Atlanta, if you get a new coaching and you got to figure out, Pennick's got to figure shit out.
Mike McDaniels?
Maybe. There you go.
Possibly. From one lefty to another?
But like, both teams actually do have some offense. It's both their defenses are fucking terrible. I personally just want the over.
Hold on.
Hammering
let me play Jonathan Gannon trying to inspire his football team, the Arizona Cardinals, and you tell me if you're inspired listening to this speech. This is pregame.
Welcome back. Who drove over here? Quick, let me see your hands. Who took the bus? Did you have fire in your gut? Did you? We're here for a reason. Don't get that twisted. Okay, we're here for a reason to win games. So if you didn't have that fire in your gut, you better light the fire pretty fast. Be who you are. Just understand, I'm looking for killers.
What the fuck does taking the bus have to do with what we're doing here?
He's looking for killers. Kyler Murray's
also,
like,
you understand
I
that
play
you understand that this was done and this music that was added by the Arizona Cardinals after.
I feel like that was like leading up to some sort of fucking like Dodge Ram commercial or some shit.
Did you take the bus here, or did you take your car? Do you have fire in your gut?
The fucking music starts going.
Honestly, I
was going into like a fucking truck commercial.
If
or
they
some
didn't
shit.
have the music, it's just a commercial for Tums. Did you take
Do you have fire in your gut?
Do you have fire in your gut? You're dealing with chest pain? Well, check out Tums. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
this guy needs
that
to be
was
fired.
terrible.
They need to fire this guy.
That was terrible.
This guy, I swear there's more personalities in the snowbirds that are flying down to Arizona and sitting on their little lawn chairs than Jonathan Gannon. Absolutely disgusting, but work. I'm going to go Falcons.
Falcons and over.
Yes, that would
I need the over. Let's go.
KK?
Falcons.
Matthew?
Cardinals.
Okay. All right. That was terrific. This man is a snowbird. All right. Detroit Lions at Matthews, Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the other way around, isn't it?
No, sorry.
Detroit,
Steelers going into Detroit. Sorry. Apologies.
My
right.
Steelers and KK's Lions.
Yes. What a little rivalry game.
It's a big game for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth Gainwell has been in hot topics. Aaron Rodgers loves the man. He's loving his life out there in Pittsburgh. This is him talking about the Steelers' recent success.
And just overall, why does it work for you well here?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Obviously.
Really? You give him that much credit for what you've done?
Yeah. Him trusting me, my hands, me just doing the small things and just going out there and working.
Do you feel like he kind of really appreciates what you can do?
No, most definitely, yeah.
What does it mean when a guy like him believes in you, a guy with the resume that he has?
I think it just shows the character of him, being the guy he is, and he just understanding the game.
He said that he'd admired you from a distance before you guys both got here. I mean, did you have any kind of relationship before this, or did you kind of watch him and see what he's doing kind of thing?
Not at all. I just been watching him since I was a kid, and so, I just admire that, and just understanding his game and just going out there, just happy to have him.
Well, Kenneth Gainwell attributing all the success to the Steelers to Aaron Rodgers. How lovely. How lovely, Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to add on to anything Mr. Kenneth Gainwell said? Some words for your ayahuasca king?
Yeah. I mean, he's right. The offense is clicking. When I was watching that game on Monday against Miami, it was like watching Prime Rodgers, man. Just controlled the game.
Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back.
Do you want him back?
Do I want him back? I'd like to see how we end the year and go into the playoffs. If we make the playoffs. What?
It was a quick self-correction. It was a quick.
If we make
Yeah.
Well, we're not guaranteed getting yet.
No, but it's funny. You're up talking him, and then the tone of your voice too, like if we make the playoffs.
Yeah, it was just
So if you don't make the playoffs, would you take him back?
If they make the playoffs?
If they don't make the playoffs.
If they don't make the playoffs, would I take him back? Probably. I would draft a quarterback and then maybe play him, but like put him on a leash. Maybe just put the rookie in. Maybe if he's doing bad. So yes, to answer
Would he
your
want to be
question.
on the leash? I wouldn't think he would be.
Yeah,
I
too
think
bad.
he'd just walk off.
He pulled Antonio Brown, just
I
fucking
think
walk
he
off
would.
the field.
Strip himself. So that's one team's quarterback. The other team's quarterback, Jared Goff, was asked about the local Detroit radio station taking calls from fans on Monday who didn't think it was going to happen for the Lions this season, and the team is likely going to miss the postseason for the first time in 3 years. Goff said, "That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I don't need to reinstill faith in anyone. It pisses me off a little to hear about that. But yeah, we got to win this one first. Pittsburgh at home. We'll have it in front of our home fans. And yeah, it'll be great. Go out there and get the win and hopefully prove a lot of our people wrong." Things are not looking good in Detroit. This is what happens when you have expectations. The pressure is on. So, I mean, Goff's going to be an interesting one to watch. I think he's going to be fired up. However, that defense, they make you make mistakes. So I think Goff's going to throw an interception. That's my pick for that. In terms of the game, oh boy. Oh, well, I hear sirens in the background. Someone's probably...
Seems like this one is a playoff game for both teams.
I'm going to go Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers. Not because I'm so overtly impressed by the Steelers. I'm not there with Jared Goff this year. I don't think he's got it right there mentally. And I think he's going to make one too many mistakes. And that Steelers defense, when they start hoeing and humming and hawing, it can get pretty bad. And they travel well. And I think you're going to see a lot of the terrible towels in Detroit.
Are we going to hear another fucking, you motherfuckers need to put some respect on the towel after this game?
Yeah. After
From me?
After you hated on the Bills.
Maybe some fucking Lions fans stealing some terrible towels. No, this is a game where I'm going with the home team. If this was in Pittsburgh, I'm going Pittsburgh. The game's in Detroit, I'm going Detroit. It's a dome stadium. That's where they're more comfortable playing, in a dome stadium. If this was outdoors, I think the Steelers would beat the shit out of the Lions, to be honest. But it's in a dome stadium at home in Detroit. I think Detroit's going to pull it off.
That's fair.
I agree. Of course, I'm going with the Lions.
There you go. It's an equal split.
And I'll be going with Steelers, of course.
Yeah. We knew that one. All right. Last Sunday night football game, New England Patriots in Baltimore. Primetime AFC matchup. Fellas, Drake May versus Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson batting a little bit of a flu. I think the pressure is on the Ravens.
All the pressure is on Lamar Jackson in this one.
I think you're going to have to see the best version of Lamar come out. I think you're going to have to see it happen with Zay Flowers and Derrick Henry, and you're going to have to somehow contain the Patriots. The Patriots lost a close one to the Bills. They were reeling in that one. I will go with the Ravens. Because I want all chaos for that Ravens-New England game. Ravens-Steelers game at the end of the year.
New England's actually been a road team this year. And Baltimore has not been a home team this year. So I want to take the Ravens, but I think New England's going to win. I'm going to go with New England.
Matthew, I'm assuming you are going to go with New England on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think Drake May is playing at MVP level. Lamar
You
Jackson
also
is not.
need the Ravens to lose so you guys can
Oh, they're going to fucking lose.
breathe some sighs of relief.
They're going to lose.
KK?
I'm going with New England.
Oh, wow. I'm alone in my Ravens camp. Nice. And then Monday Night Football, fellas. 49ers versus the Colts.
Is it still Phillip Rivers
It
time?
is still Phillip Rivers time.
The feel-good story's up.
I think he's going to die. I think they might kill him.
San Francisco should.
Yeah, I think 49ers are probably going to run a wall through him. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, it would be funny if Rivers won, though.
That'd
be comical.
Are you going Colts here?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
49ers.
Yeah, that's an easy sweep there. Well, there you go. Opening drive, fellas. Opening drive. Let's jump into our Saturday Showdown segment. Let's get right into that segment and talk a little bit about college football going into the college football playoffs.
Saturday Showdown.
All right, fellas. First round is this weekend. You've got Friday, number 8 Oklahoma playing number 9 Alabama. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can watch that on ABC, ESPN. And then Saturday, you've got number 7 Texas A&M versus number 10 Miami. That one will be at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can also watch that on ABC and ESPN. You've got number 6 Ole Miss versus number 11 Tulane. That's 3:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern time, 12:30 Pacific on TNT. And then number 5 Oregon versus number 12 James Madison, 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern, also on TNT. Now, fellas, let's go into your brackets. Let's go bracket time. All right, I'm going to go through each matchup. You're going to tell me your picks, and then you're going to crown a national champion. Are we ready?
Let's go.
Who would like to start? All right, Matthew, you're starting. Alabama versus Oklahoma.
I think Alabama has no business being the 9 seed. I think they're fraudulent fucking pieces of shit that snuck out some lucky wins. I think Mateer's a better quarterback, and Ty Simpson sucks. He makes some shit throws.
Okay.
DeBoer is a crap coach. I got the Sooners. Fuck the Tide.
Okay.
Spoken like a true LSU fan.
Then you got James Madison versus Oregon.
It's got to be Oregon.
All right, that's pretty easy. Miami versus Texas A&M.
I got an upset. I'm going to go Miami.
Nice. You got Tulane versus Ole Miss.
Even though Ole Miss doesn't have Kiffin, I'm still going to go Ole Miss.
Okay, so then that leads up to your matchup being Oklahoma versus Indiana.
I got Oklahoma. Indiana is great, but I just don't see the Cinderella going all the way.
Ridiculous. Then you got Texas Tech versus Oregon.
I got Texas Tech. That defense is legit.
And then finishing off that bracket, you got Oklahoma versus Texas Tech.
I have Texas Tech.
Okay, you got Texas Tech going to the dance.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you've got Miami versus Ohio State.
I have Ohio State. Just that defense is pretty hard to play against.
Yeah, and then you got Ole Miss versus Georgia.
I got the Bulldogs.
And then Georgia versus Ohio State.
Ooh, that's a really good game.
That'll be money.
Give me Ohio State.
And Ohio State versus Texas Tech.
Give me Texas Tech.
Oh, love it.
I want the upset.
Love the chaos angle. Love the chaos angle. All right. That's good. Let's go KK. KK, Alabama versus Oklahoma.
I'm going with Alabama.
And you got James Madison versus Oregon.
Oregon.
And you got Miami versus Texas A&M.
Miami.
And Ole Miss versus Tulane.
Tulane.
And then you've got Alabama, Indiana.
Indiana.
Oh, Mendoza season. And you've got Texas Tech versus Oregon.
Oregon.
And just to finish that side off, you got Oregon versus Indiana.
Oregon.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
The Ducks going to the show on one side. And then you've got Miami versus Ohio State.
Miami.
And you got Ole Miss versus Georgia.
Tulane versus
Oh, sorry. You said Tulane.
Tulane.
Sorry. Tulane versus Georgia. Okay, so you got Miami versus Georgia.
Miami.
Holy
jeez,
No,
Louise.
wait, is that,
Jeez, Louise.
Are you
he
favorite
likes,
team?
He
Is
likes
this-
the colors and he likes Michael Irvin.
Maybe.
I think he might be picking this as his team.
Shit.
And then you have Oregon versus Miami in the national
Holy fuck.
championship game.
That's a tough one, but
We have not done the fandom bracket for KK. It might be happening. You never know.
As we speak.
I'm going to go with Oregon.
Oh, my days. Oregon national champions. All right, Brandon.
All right, so Alabama, like you said, maybe
You know what you're
not, shouldn't
picking.
be in the playoffs with 3 losses.
Yep.
But they're here. They've got that chip on their shoulder. They know what they're playing with. Oklahoma's beaten Alabama. Just like how we say Georgia couldn't beat Alabama. Alabama can't beat Oklahoma. Georgia finally beat Alabama. Alabama's finally going to beat Oklahoma.
I just don't think they should be 9.
No, it's...
I think they should be in. Just not.
It's going to be a defensive battle. Like, both defenses are great.
Yep.
I just think that offensively, I don't believe in Oklahoma's offense, and that's not even just as a hater. Mateer started the season so good, and then they just kind of fell off offensively. I mean, defensively, it's going to be a defensive battle, but I'm taking Alabama.
All right. We've got Alabama for Brandon, and then James Madison versus Oregon.
So I would not be surprised if in like the first quarter, James Madison kind of comes out, plays hard, gives a little bit of that sweat, but Oregon's taking this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Miami versus Texas A&M.
I'm going with Miami on this one too. Texas A&M at Kyle Field is a very hostile environment, but you got to remember Carson Beck was an SEC quarterback, so he's used to these hostile environments. I think he's going to take Miami.
And then Tulane, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, you said out of Kiffin, doesn't matter. The players are going to The players are going to win now because they're fucking pissed off.
Yep.
They're going to want to win in spite of him. So I'm going with Ole Miss.
And then Alabama, Indiana.
Indiana's wagon. They're a tank. I think that game against Penn State is actually going to help them in the playoffs.
And then Texas Tech versus Oregon.
Fuck, that's going to be a good game. But I think Texas Tech, they're just too big of bullies. I think Texas Tech is going to pull that off.
And finish off that side for me. So Indiana versus Texas Tech.
Indiana.
All right, you got the number 1 seed going that way. You go Miami, Ohio State.
I'm going to go Ohio State on that one.
And Georgia, Ole Miss.
Georgia.
Ohio State, Georgia.
That's going to be a fucking great game.
Basically your national championship before the national championship.
Before the national championship. I'm going Georgia.
And Georgia versus Indiana.
I'm going to go with Indiana.
That's a good story.
Kurt Cignetti, look him up. He wins.
He just wins.
Wherever he goes, he wins. I think Indiana's going to do it.
All right. And we've got Alabama for me versus Oklahoma. As a new Texas fan, you don't cheer for Oklahoma, so it's Alabama. Oregon versus James Madison. Oregon. You've got Miami versus Texas A&M. I like Carson Beck, but I think Texas A&M is going to win that one. Ole Miss versus Ole Miss versus Tulane. Ole Miss is going to take that one. Alabama, Indiana, I'm going to go Alabama. Texas Tech versus Oregon, I'm going Texas Tech. Texas Tech versus Alabama, I'm going to go Texas Tech. A&M versus Ohio State, I'm going to go Ohio State. Ole Miss versus Georgia, I'm going to go Ole Miss. Ohio State versus Ole Miss, I'm going to go Ole Miss.
Wow.
And then I'm going to go national champions Texas Tech over Ole Miss. That's my bracket there. I'm going for the storylines here. I would love to see Ole Miss make a run after what happened with Lane Kiffin. I'm sure every player on that team right now is fucking motivated, ready to go, and I'm sure the coaches are ready to go too. So, you know what? It's watching college football as deeply as I watched it this year. Anything's possible, man. I seen some crazy shit from Hawaii back when I'm like just about to go to sleep, and all of a sudden Hawaii's back in the game and we're making money again. So anything's possible, and can't wait to get it all started this weekend. All right, fellas, here we go. Press conference time. Does anybody need a beverage? We've been talking for a long time here. Now would be a time to hydrate yourself, and also for me to remind people, if you have not followed us on social media, Red Zone Blitz Pod at gmail.com, Red Zone Blitz Podcast at gmail.com, Red Zone Blitz Pod on X, Instagram, TikTok, and wherever you consume social media. Now, we're going to go into the press conference segment, and this typically is filled with inmates telling KK how much they love him and his caramel skin and want to be in their little prison bed with him. This time, we don't have any inmates reaching out to us. I think I may have gotten them all in trouble. But we've got some questions from our listeners. Not football questions, because why come to us for any of that advice when you can ask us about other degenerate shit? All right, first one is from Matt. That's interesting. Good one. This one's off the field, fellas. Is it ever acceptable to skip a wife or girlfriend's birthday or go into a wedding weekend for a guy's trip or big game, or is that a selfish move no matter what?
What was planned first? Was the game planned first, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to go to a fucking wedding?
I mean, if you're going to the game, like if it's a big game, like, oh my God, like, could you imagine? Like, you got tickets to Red River Classic, and then
Super Bowl.
You got.
I'm not married, but isn't it? You got to listen to the wife.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah, but if you had if you had tickets to the Super Bowl versus her birthday, that's every fucking year.
That's okay.
That's tough.
Do you want to get divorced?
I can't wait for listeners to figure out who's in a relationship on this podcast and who's not in one.
Really? Because I feel like if Brandon had tickets to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure he'd fucking going. And especially if the Cowboys are in it, I'm pretty sure he'd be going.
I would be going.
Yeah. If your team was in the Super Bowl and your wife or girlfriend,
just don't.
That means you got a good wife. If
no.
she lets you go.
I was watching football for our first child. I was watching football in between her contractions. She was so fucking mad.
Hey,
how I made it alive out of the hospital,
fellas.
Oh my God, dude.
Fellas, you got to plan this thing around.
So
football.
now she knows that you love football.
No, there's just a
she knew from the start. I played that ground.
She knew
from first.
She knew when she was in the trash can. No.
On the trash can.
Brandon proposed to
Oh,
his
fuck.
now wife by putting her up on a trash can
On our first date.
On their first date.
Drunk
Listen,
out of our minds.
fellas, there's things called planning. Don't date or marry a woman whose birthday is in February. Figure that out beforehand. Ask her when her birthday is. Second of all, plan your kids accordingly. There's many months without football. You've got from March all the way down up until like August. That's the perfect time.
Both our kids are January 1st and January 12th.
Okay. You like peak conference
Yeah,
you like
college football too.
Brandon
Isn't that
Brandon likes the stakes to be at an all-time high. All right. I'm not it's just okay. Now people are probably sitting there doing math on when you guys conceived them. There's a guy out there with a calculator. Oh, it's fucking this month. Fucking horny bastards. Anyways. You know what? To answer your question, Matt, I think it is acceptable sometimes, but you better get ready to like make it up to her.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be a cheap making it up to her, my friend.
Exactly.
So you better figure out a way. That's my advice to you. All right. Second one is from Kevin. Be honest. What's the move when you've had one too many at the bar, but your friends want to keep the night going and you know tomorrow's going to be brutal? Well, Kevin, have you seen Tomorrow?
Tomorrow sucks.
Has anyone seen Tomorrow? Has anyone lived in Tomorrow? No. But those nights with your friends are going to be memories forever if you can remember them and not be drunk enough.
Man, those are the best fucking nights though. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
And like we grew up in a time, well, at least me and KK grew up in a fucking time
that's
where
fucking
dude,
ridiculous.
we partied every fucking night. We were partying fucking Thursday night. We had to work Friday. We partied Friday night. Some of us had to work Saturday. We partied Saturday. Man, you're partying till 3, 4 in the morning, and you got to be at work for 6.
Fellas, we've done
Nowadays, you just call in sick.
No, yeah, nowadays everyone just calls in sick. We fucking showed up at work still fucking haggard. We probably hadn't even changed yet. We're probably wearing our clothes from 2 days of partying and going to work, leaving work, going straight to party, going right back to work. Because you weren't missing those times, man.
Yeah,
you just
like-
sucked it up at work. It
Yeah,
sucked.
As
Don't
a
get me wrong.
as a guy who worked quite a few Saturdays in his youth, yeah, no, you just shut up and drink a water and keep it going. Like, have a water, keep it going.
Yeah, like if you're done, like
You
if
will-
you're at that point of the night, no one's even paying attention anymore if you're drinking or if you're not drinking. So if you want to stop drinking, stop drinking.
But
stay out with the boys, man.
no one knows. It's crazy how like you never know when you're actually in the good times. Like
Until those good times aren't.
Yeah, like it's
That's
you
true.
never know like when you're actually out and it's like you're eating from a hot dog stand at 3:30 a.m. and like you're the last person out of like
What was that? Mr. Tube Steak, the little hot dog stand.
Yeah, like you're the
Many
last.
of those.
You're
Just
closing.
fucking waiting outside the
Many
bar
of
for
those.
you.
You're closing out a club,
calling your
and
name.
you're like you're striking out left, right, and
Denny's.
center, and like no girls giving you her number, not even the ugly fat ones, and you're standing there with your buddy, and your buddies are like, "Hey man, you want to go grab Popeyes? You want to go grab McDonald's?" And then you look over, there's a hot dog stand. You go there, you have your hot dog. It's probably the most delicious meal you've ever had because you're like, "Wow, this is so good," and that for me is better than any hangover. Anything that happens the next night, you're drunk, you're hungover, you're fucking in pain physically. That's all worth it. You got to have a night out with your buddies. There's nothing like having a night out with your buddies. There's nothing. Top tier stuff right there. So that's my take on it. It's
I'm fucking all nighter.
because you never know. Life is very unpredictable. Not to make this fucking morbid on this podcast, it's not what we do. But you never know. When's the last time you're ever going to see somebody? When's the last time you're going to say, like, go out with somebody? So, I don't know. I think you should cherish every single time you are together with the people that you love and people that you enjoy being around. And yeah, if you end up drinking one too many beers than you probably should have, or having one too many shots, that's all right. Everything will even out. And we're all going in the same spot.
Yeah, like you never know when it's gonna. Like I lost another kid I grew up with fucking this week. I've lost so many friends. You never know, man. Like don't let that come in the way of you. Just oh man, I got to work tomorrow, and if I go out or we're already out, I got to be up in this. And No, because then you're just ruining your own night anyways.
You're already out.
Yeah.
It's not like you go, if you went home an hour, but let's say you went home at 1 a.m. instead of 2 a.m.
Is that 1 hour going to make
Is
a
that
difference
hour
for
going to
you?
make a big difference in the recovery tomorrow? No.
But then we stay up till like
just start
3 or
making
4.
your way home.
Yeah.
Go, like keep doing what
The
you're
drunk
doing.
and walk home,
Yeah.
and then you do a bunch of stupid shit on the way home.
Yeah. Just start making your
Fucking
journey
live it
home.
up, man. Life's too short.
Yeah, live it up, man. Live it up. That's my advice to you. We'll have more of these kind of stories. We'll do more of these discussions kind of in the off season when we got to fill up some of our episodes when nothing is happening. We'll talk more about this kind of stuff if you guys are interested. If you guys want to submit more stuff to us, redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Throw it our way. We'd love to react to whatever you guys have going on. But I thought we'd finish off with some Am I the Assholes? Because I know Brandon loves these so much. Because he's going to, before I'm even done the stories, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. First one, fellas. Am I the asshole for connecting to the ear pod after my niece swallowed it to see if it would play in her stomach? When my 3-year-old niece swallowed my sister's left AirPod, everyone started worrying right away. I was trying to lighten the situation, so I connected the AirPod to my phone and put my ear on her stomach to check if I could hear it. Surprisingly, I actually did hear a little sound coming from inside her, which made the moment a bit funny for me. But the people around us didn't really find it amusing. They all looked at me like I wasn't taking things seriously at all. I was just trying to calm the mood, but instead I ended up being the only one laughing while everyone else was stressing about the AirPod inside her. Am I the asshole?
Are you the asshole? Probably. Would I do the exact same thing as you did?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you're kind of an asshole. Like,
yeah, you're
it's
kind of an asshole.
Your niece has swallowed an AirPod, and
But if it's in her stomach, it's passed. So it's not blocking like her air passage or anything. Like,
but as a parent, you're scared.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. As a parent,
911.
as your parent, you're fucking freaking out. Can you imagine? Imagine your brother just like putting his head like to your baby's stomach and being like, "Oh, I can hear it. It's Big X. It's Texas," and you're like, "Can you call 911? Can you like fucking figure it out?"
no, I'm trying to connect to. I'm doing exactly what he did. So. Asshole, yes. Am I doing the same shit? Absolutely.
Dear God. All right. Okay.
No one else?
No.
Just me?
No.
I do the same thing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It was a different time
you guys
back
grew
then.
up in a different time.
These guys
This
grew
is
up.
what happens when you fucking go partying on Tuesday, Wednesday,
If it was my
Thursday.
kid, I'd probably be ready to 911.
These guys are fucking
No,
partying.
it's past the fucking. If it's
All
in the
right.
stomach, it's
All
past
right.
the air.
Kevin,
if she's still
She can't
standing,
fucking breathe,
and
and that's a
talking,
different.
Fucking
All right.
degenerates are
Kevin,
taking kids
Kevin.
to the fucking club with
Hey.
fucking headphones in their stomach.
Kevin, maybe. Okay, Kevin, maybe. No, Kevin, maybe don't go out partying all fucking 7 days like these two behemoths told you to, because then your kid's gonna swallow a Bluetooth speaker and you'll be carrying it around, telling people, "Hey, you hear the song coming out of the baby?"
Are you a balls to crack or crack the balls? That's what's next out of that fucking conversation.
Do you wipe sitting up or standing down? And do you wipe from balls to butt crack or butt crack to balls?
All right, that's enough, Cam Scatabo. Shut up. All right.
He said, "Do you wipe standing down?"
Yeah, the first time when he said he corrected himself on that
Yeah.
bit. At the first, he was like, "Yeah, do you wipe standing down or sitting up?" Like, what?
It's just the best running back probably in that division after Saquon. Am I the asshole for being enraged that my husband is currently infertile? Well, this is going to get personal. My 36-year-old, so this woman is 30, her husband is 36, has body built for 15 years and has an unreal physique. Well, congratulations. We got together at 21 and 27. Being young, I was naive and believed him when he said he was natural.
Bodybuilder natural.
I only ask because my male acquaintances regularly ask me. Over the years, it's morphed into, "I'm natural now, but I used to take tea years ago." I distinctly remember telling him I am massively against drugs, and if he ever went back on it, it affected us having a baby, then I would never forgive him. Cut forward to last December. I was cleaning our apartment and found testosterone. He's somewhat of a hoarder, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't an old one that had been accidentally moved in. So I hid it in my sock drawer. Within 48 hours, he confronted me, angry that I took it. Clearly, he had been taking it. I gave him an ultimatum, me or testosterone. We were set to get married in the summer. He promised he wouldn't take it again. He promised my parents too. So things settled down. We married, and we had been uber keen on having kids ASAP. Him slightly more so than me even. So we have been trying. It's been a while with no pregnancy, so we took some fertility tests. We just had the results today. Mine came back good. His showed up as no sperm whatsoever. The doctor asked him if he takes testosterone, and my husband replied 12 months ago. The doctor said he'd expect sperm to recover in 3 to 4 months, which means we need to take a load more tests to figure out why there's no sperm. My first reaction was to comfort, obviously, but when he heard 3-4 months, my husband seemed less deflated than he had been when he had first heard the results. So after we said goodbye to the doctor, I asked my husband, was 12 months really the last time you took T? After some back and forth, he admittedly said he took it last 2 weeks ago. I am fuming. He lied to me. He's been wasting my time. He risked our future child's health. He risked his own health. He risked our future. But he's mad at me for not being supportive, and he thinks I'm completely unreasonable in my reaction. He thinks I should be focused on resolving the issue rather than the why. That I married him knowing his history, so I should be okay with it. He's making me doubt myself. So am I the asshole?
Yes.
Oh. Go on.
Because he lied to you twice, and
No,
you
no.
still married him.
Oh, yes. I guess I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's a dumbass.
Yeah. Well,
I think she's more of a
same
dumbass.
shit.
I think she's an idiot.
Same shit.
Because, like, what part of this were you like, okay, this is also grown men? I'm sorry to the bodybuilding community. You're about to catch a stray from me here. Grown men taking testosterone to bodybuild that are not actively doing competitions and just doing it for the sake of looking like whatever they want to look like. You ought to be, you might as well just give up your balls at that point. Like, just give them up. You're not a man. You're just not one. The fact that you can't produce testosterone in your body should be telling you enough about yourself. But then if you have to take it and there's no reason for you to be taking it, like, what are you, okay, you play beer league hockey, you play beer league basketball, you play beer league football. Is the goal to be the fucking all-star out there? No, the goal is to go do your thing, have some fun, and then go and have beers after the game. Now, if you're bodybuilding, unless you're in some sort of Mr. Olympia or I don't know what the fuck circuits these guys have, what's the reason for you to be taking testosterone?
Yeah.
There's none.
Nope.
So I think, like...
They're both assholes.
Yeah, I think they're... honestly, this whole thing could have been avoided if she just had some self-confidence.
Well, I think this is a communication issue, and just, he's obviously lied to you. He's hid it from you.
Yeah.
He's not going to change if he's lying to you and he's hid it from you.
Yeah,
lied to you over and over and over.
Yeah, many times.
Many times, hid it from you. What's going to change?
Well, yeah, it's
what's going to change.
And people are going to come at us. I know we're going to get flack. Oh, it's not like he's fucking doing drugs, man. He's just doing testosterone, man. But okay,
then why are you hiding and lying about it?
The pattern of behavior is the same thing if he had been doing cocaine or if he had been doing meth or if he had been doing fucking heroin.
Why are you hiding it?
Why are you hiding it? Like, obviously you're hiding it because you think something's wrong with the fact that you're doing. Like, I don't know. I think it's like she has no self-confidence. So if she's fucking whatever, I don't know if she's going to listen to this, but if she ever is, or if you are listening to this and you're in this similar situation, get some self-confidence. That guy that has lied to you about this is probably going to lie to you about it again. You will find someone better.
He's probably lying to you about other shit.
Exactly. Now look at you. Now you're sitting there and a divorce is going to be a whole lot more expensive than fucking all of this. Good luck. You wasted all. Yes, he wasted your time, but you also let your time be wasted.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think you enabled the wasting of your time by being like, it's not this. He's going to change. He's going to change. He's just testosterone. He's going to change. Whatever. Point being, if you're in a relationship, you're seeing red flags, no action is being done by the red flags. The person completely... The mistake happens the first time. Mistake happens maybe the second time. But... after a while, if the person's making the same mistake, they really don't have any respect for you or themselves. So it's probably the best for you to leave. That's my take on it.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay, last one. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter that her mom cheated on me when my daughter said my new girlfriend looks like an OnlyFans chick? All right.
Okay.
Wait, slow down.
Who cheated on who?
Oh yeah, you'll hear.
Slow down.
Yeah, I'll get there. So this is a 49-year-old male. He got divorced from his wife Emily. He's using fake names. Emily, because she's also 49, because she cheated on him with multiple men. They have a son and a daughter. Their son Nick, a 22-year-old male, has always been closer to his mom, and their daughter Skylar, 19, has always been closer to the father. Not knowing why they got divorced, the kids took their mom's side. And recently, Mr. He doesn't give himself a name, but the dad started dating Lisa, 54-year-old. She's got a fun personality. She's smoking hot, he says, and she dresses very fun. And when he introduced Lisa to his kids, Nick took a liking to her, while Skylar looked annoyed. Days later, Skylar said that Lisa looks like an OnlyFans chick. If you knew Skylar, you would be shocked that she would use that as a way to insult another woman. I don't know what that fucking means, sir. Are you calling your daughter a hoe?
No, that means the daughter
is a feminist.
No, the daughter clearly is repeating what the mother.
Oh,
said.
okay. Good. I told her that her mom, Emily, was the one who cheated on me, and that I met Lisa after the divorce. Skylar got up and just said, "Oh," and she got quiet. But the next day, my ex-wife, Emily, confronted me. I reminded her that I never promised to keep her cheating a secret. She said that I implied that it would be a secret based on the fact that I never said whether or not I would tell our kids. Am I the asshole?
Dude, you know, if your kids were like little kids, or kids were like my kids where they're 5 and 12, okay, you keep shit a little bit of a secret.
Yeah.
19 and 22, they're grown ass fucking
What
people.
did they ask? Like, are you my dad then?
Yeah.
Right?
Like, what if...
Like if the mom was cheating.
Yeah, that
what
is
if she
true.
cheated when she had
Actually,
the
that's
kids?
pretty valid. That's a pretty valid
Yeah.
question. I didn't come with the
No,
Maury and Jerry Springer angle, but I'm glad we're digging deep into
I
this.
watch that show a lot of going on.
Maury, you are the test results have determined. No, yeah, I don't think you're an asshole for telling your kids that this happened. I think maybe the way that you did it is very combative in terms of like, you don't like my girlfriend, so guess what? Your mom cheated on me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Of
you don't.
course the daughter's going to defend the mom.
Yeah.
Situational, maybe the wrong.
Maybe like getting
but
them to sit
they're
down.
grown ass,
Yeah.
19, 22, like.
Yeah, fuck the
they're
mom.
grown-ass, like-
Fucking idiot. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, he could have delivered it in a better way, but in terms of like, is he the asshole? Not necessarily. Like, he's got every right to move on with his life, and
Absolutely.
so there's the mom, because we don't live in fucking like rural, like middle of nowhere, like where women don't have any rights. Like, she can move on with her life even though she made some mistakes. It's all good. It happens both ways. But I think at the same time, the children deserve to know why they got divorced. I think like.
Well, clearly the mom's been saying some shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
why is he
yeah.
the asshole for saying shit? Because she's clearly said some shit.
Yes, exactly. There
Especially
you
when
go.
you get divorced from cheating, man. Like people are. That's when the worst comes out. You're gonna talk. You're gonna talk
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you're not gonna
talk
have
shit to
a-
the kids. Because of course you want your kids to take your side.
You want to look good.
Yeah.
in
Of course
front of
you're
them.
saying he ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
you're the one that did all the shit.
Wow. That was a lot of shit in that
A lot of
statement.
shit.
Yep.
A lot of shit in that statement. Anything else to add, fellas? Anything else to add for the homeboy? I don't know what his name is.
What happened
Nick's
to
dad?
no, but like what happened to fucking all the jail guys? Did we get people in shit? Like, did we get their privileges taken away?
He wants
Like,
to know where the jail people went.
You know what?
I think
With
it's
prisoners.
going
Left
to take
us
some
high and
time
dry,
for them
man.
right back.
You know,
or maybe they need some commissary money. Maybe they're out.
Maybe they're on
Yeah.
lockdown.
maybe they are. Maybe they're just freaking.
Maybe they threw hands and they're in the fucking hole. And they
You know what? Honestly,
they're in solitary.
I just want us to do this long enough where a man can actually get released and we can have him on the call in on the podcast. I just want
That'd be fucking great.
I
That'd be
just
cool.
want to do this long enough where some of these folks can serve their sentences and they can call in on the podcast and really tell us how they feel. But I mean, yeah, well, we're gonna get the inmate letters. I gotta wait. Basically, the thing about the inmate letters is I cannot go on the internet and just be like, all right, let me download a couple. I gotta wait for them to reply, and then sometimes it takes a while. I have topped up their commissaries, especially Big Lambo. He needs
Matthew's got to send him some fucking flowers, man.
The Rosales is
That
out
wasn't
there.
That wasn't Big Lambo.
No, that was Rosales.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew.
Send him flowers anyways.
Matthew's got a list of every single person that has talked
Send
shit
us
to
a
him.
fucking
And he's-
chocolate.
Where's
some
your
candy.
list? Where's your list? Where's your list?
Hey, who knows?
Why am I the only one with the list?
Because you're the cute single one.
I don't
So
think they knew that
I
until
don't-
now.
Yeah.
Well, now they know. So now we might be getting a whole.
It's coming.
Now we got a whole different type of
That-
list that we might
yeah.
be getting. So the inmate letters might be coming a little bit.
Great.
You might be getting some flirtatious ones now. All right. Well, until the next episode, we'll be back. Take care of yourselves. Red Zone Blitz Podcast at gmail.com. Any inquiries, any messages, anything that you like, don't like? Can we get some nice fan mail for Matthew? All right.
Or maybe some
Oh,
flowers.
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
please,
okay. I don't
please
care.
send us flowers. I will send our PO box. Please send us flowers.
That's fine. I'll take the hate mail. I don't care.
Please send us flowers. Anyways, fellas, this is up. We're out. This is G.
Brandon.
KK.
And Matt.
And we're out of here. All right, enjoy yourselves. Drink a lot of beer. Just don't get your knees swallowing AirPods. All right, out of here.